How, hello, forecast for the week of June the 17th through the 23rd. This is a general reading, so not everything that I see here will apply to every single Aries who watches this video. For more information, you may want to check your moon sign or your rising sign. And then if you have some specific questions that you would like to have answers to or some specific clarity that you need around situations in your life, you may want to schedule a private reading with me. You can figure out how to do that with my website at www.amista.info, I-N-F-O. But for right now, let's just see what kind of cards you have coming up for the week, Aries. Excuse me. Okay, Aries, the first thing that I'm looking at is your environment. And your environment is any place where you have energy or effort invested. And I'm feeling like the environment that you are in right now, at least the one that this card is talking about, is one that makes you feel very happy, very productive. Like it is just really perfect for you. The next thing that I'm looking at talks to me about your subconscious leanings. And your subconscious is really working on there's some kind of new something in your life that you're intrigued by that you think may be bringing you some happiness or maybe bringing you some love. And so this can be a new relationship. This can be a new hobby. This can be a new interest. This can be a new study and new project. And so your subconscious is working on, how can I take this thing to the next level? How can I explore this some more? The next thing that I have coming up for you, Aries, talks to me about learning style and also communication style. So, learning style for this week I see as being very relaxed, very laid back. Whatever information comes in, you're not really digging, you're not really looking. Just whatever comes along, comes along. As far as communication style, excuse me, I think that you have some things going on with communication that are kind of interesting because for part of the world, your communication is very open, very free, very unguarded. And then for some of you, there is just no communication. So for some of you, um, there are certain particular people in your life that you just are not communicating with, and that's very much intentional. All right, so a lot of communication to some people and no communication to a few people. All right, so next we're looking at work for you, Aries. And when I look at work, I look at work two ways. I see it as those things that we do to make a living or to feel productive in our community. And then I also look at it as those things that we do to improve our own inner character. So when we're looking at making a living, it looks to me like, Aries, there was something that you were collaborating with someone else on, or you were planning to collaborate with someone else on during this week, and something has happened and the other person has kind of dropped the ball. So you're left holding the bag, doing the whole project on your own, going solo here. Okay. The next thing that I have is that inner work that we're looking at. And it looks to me like you're getting very comfortable with doing things by yourself. It really ties in with that outer work, but it's at a deeper level. This is much more personal. You're getting comfortable at maybe going to the movies by yourself or maybe going to go out and eat by yourself. You're getting comfortable with finding things that you really enjoy. And whether the people around you enjoy them and want to participate or not, you're getting comfortable with going ahead and doing those things anyway. So I'm not trying to say that you're single, by saying you're going to movies or going out to eat by yourself. I'm just giving examples of things that could be happening. But even if you're with somebody, if this is more about finding those things that make you happy and doing them, regardless if anybody else is on board or not. Okay? Now, the next thing that I'm looking at talks to me about that part of your personality, which is being grown or expanded this week, Aries. This is really interesting, actually. It's really different energy than what I've seen so far for this spread, so I'm not quite sure how this would tie in. But I'm actually seeing you throwing some fits this week. This is the area where you're being grown or expanded. So there's a theme. It's not going to be just like one fit. This is my card that talks about somebody who has pent up emotions about some things going on, and they have been trying to act like everything's cool, and then all of a sudden something just pushes them over the top. So I feel like there's going to be some things that push you over the top this week, and I kind of feel like after the first emotional explosion or the first fit, I feel like there will be more to follow. There will be sequel fits, so to speak. And when I say fit, I use that term kind of loosely. Um, Fit sort of implies that this is not something to be taken seriously. But generally, with this energy, what's going on is because things have been building for a while, by the time you actually have this emotional explosion, it is about some things that definitely need to be dealt with. And so the people who you're exploding about or towards ideally would be paying attention, and you guys would be able to talk about course corrections that could be made. I'm not so sure that that's necessarily going to happen this week, that the other person is going to take you very seriously when you basically have these emotional eruptions. So just from what I'm seeing later on in the spread, you may want to try to handle this in as logical and a quiet type of way as possible whenever you have these fits. So if you notice a fit coming on, you may want to walk away, calm down, come back and have a discussion rather than have the fit, because I think having the fit is going to hurt your ability to actually resolve anything with this other person. Now, next thing that I'm looking at talks to me about somebody that you stand up for during the week. And so this is somebody who feels very secure in their resources that they have. They feel like they have plenty. They don't mind sharing when it's appropriate, not with just anybody and everybody. And they also are picky about who they share with. They want to feel like if they're sharing some of their resources, there's going to be something good that comes out of that. So this is somebody that you're defending. So obviously somebody is having a go at this person, whether they're doing it in person to that person or whether they're just saying to you, hey, what's up with this guy? La, 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 la. You're going to be taking a stand for them. Okay. Now, how other people perceive you, somebody is seeing you as um, not really handling your money or your finances very well. They're seeing you as either not doing what it takes to bring in the money or doing some impulse spending, but just not being they're seeing you as not being very solid with your budgeting or with your finances. Now, the next thing, and by the way, this is just for this week. So the next thing that comes up is the pivotal energy, and this is the energy that sort of changes how things are going for the week. What we have coming up here is that there is a person that you're interacting with as the pivotal energy. So they're going to be influencing the energies as you go through the week. So this person is somebody who is very logical, very business oriented, very bottom line oriented. They think things through. Everything has to make sense before they're going to move forward with a plan. They're not somebody who just goes with their emotions and just sees where their emotions take them. Things have to make sense as well. And in fact, they pay more attention to whether things make sense than to their emotions. Okay. So as you are interacting with this person, there are some things going on. First of all, I don't see your interactions with this person as making you very happy. In fact, I see them as making you the opposite. This may be the same person that thinks you're not doing very well with your finances, and they're probably letting you know because they're very logical. They can be very not tactful, blunt. They can be very blunt. And so you're not very happy to be hearing what they have to say about something, probably about your finances. I do think that I kind of think what's going on here is you guys are sort of arguing about your finances. And I think that you're able to put this person in their place, so to speak. Like you're able to win this argument. You're able to say, look, I'm doing fine with my finances. Just consider dot, 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 dot. And I'm not so sure why you would have to talk about finances to them, but this is the thing that really is hitting me as coming up here. For others, for a lot of you, maybe it's not about finances, maybe it's about something else that they're being critical of you. But, with this person, there is somebody that's viewing you as not doing well with your finances, and it all sort of just seems tied together to me. I may be wrong, but anyway, I think that you win the argument. This is kind of like, I've won the battle, but I don't know where the war is going to go yet. Okay. But I do see you winning at least this battle. And then ultimately, I see you really getting your balance back. No matter what this person is saying to you about your finances, no matter what were your emotional eruptions during the week, I do see you coming back into that place where you're feeling balanced emotionally. And I think that you've got your finances under control, no matter what this other person thinks anyway. You can't really let them throw you off. So coming into a nice balanced place by the time you get to the end of the week, Aries. So that is your reading for the week. I hope that you find it helpful. And like I said, if you guys need a private reading, or if you would like to schedule a private Reiki session, you can find all the information about how to do that on my website, www.amista.info. Once you're there, there's all my contact information. Just get a hold of me and we can get you scheduled in pretty quickly. Everybody have a fantastic week. Peace out.